Alright, man, it looks like it's going to be another B-split push coming up here, standard as could be for the T side.
Yeah, they are getting ready for it right now. They've got two people coming out through the middle, 3 people through upper dark at the moment. There's counter-terrorist holding one guy inside the B-bomb site, one guy down towards the middle of the map.
Yeah, that B-slope man on CT side is going to be the linchpin here. T side, they've managed to put the CT smoke down. No support coming in from the A site here for the defense. It's all going to come down to the entry shots here, the man making the plan.
It's getting kind of cold in here.
Yeah, man, did you leave the window open?
I don't think so. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. You can take the blue, or the red pill, or the green one.
What? There's a green one? Sweet.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Case King of the Hills, sponsored by Alpenföhn, Beat Phoenix, and also Zoe. So thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. It has been a crazy day already, and as you can tell, we're sort of missing Semler, but I'm sure he's going to be right back any second. We did cut it right up the edge. I think we actually went about 30 minutes, past our schedule just to get that best of 3 home, but it did have, overtime and just incredible play all the way to the end. We saw knife kills, incredible ninja diffusions. It was just absolutely amazing. And now it might just get even better. It's Titan versus Na'Vi. Hope you guys are ready for it. I will actually just switch it on over and we can get back to Semler a little bit later. And this game is going to be something else, I think. Titan and Na'Vi, 2 great teams, and, Guardian versus Kenny S. I'm looking forward to that one as well. You guys should remember while you're here to check out the raffle we have going on at the bottom of the stream. It's the link to Facebook. If you click the like button, then you can participate in the raffle. And this is important to note as well. You will also be signed up to, participate in all the other raffles we're going to be doing all the other weeks. So we have 14 weeks of this and 14,000 euros to give away to a bunch of lucky winners here. First, the week here, we're going to crown the king, and it's going to be, well, either LDLC, who just beat Fnatic, or it's going to be Titan or Na'Vi. 3 teams are left, and the team that wins gets 750 euros, and they are on to the next week where they just have to play 1 game, and then they're ready for it. Vendetta, are you here with me?
I'm always here with you.
Wonderful. Man, I mean, that last game, how can we... Can we sum up everything that happened in the space of like 2 minutes?
We can make a valiant effort, I suppose. We saw a crazy ninja defuse, we saw knife kills, we saw team kills, we saw overtime, we had intense rounds, really close rounds throughout the entire game, even though maybe Dust2 didn't look like it was a close game, or really close rounds. Excellent opping from both Kaylee and JW. Brilliant individual performance, perhaps especially by Apex.
Yeah,
and the list goes on, but I think that covers, I guess, the very basics of it.
Yeah, it was mind blowing. I mean, I'm looking forward to the frag highlights out on Reddit or elsewhere where people are going to find them. Mr. Tweeday, you have work to do just to sum up everything that happened in that first best of 3. Just to go through the schedule again, in case you are just joining us and wondering, did I come too late? I mean, am I too late for the show? You're definitely not. This is just starting out now. It's this best of 3, and after that one, we still have the winner match, which is another best of 3. So I hope you guys aren't planning on getting up early for work tomorrow, or just getting really early to bed, or staying up too late. If you're in the US, it can get a little bit tricky. Or Australia, we have a lot of Australian viewers sometimes tuning in. So shout out to you guys who are in odd time zones and joining us from other time zones, basically.
Yeah, and always remember, you can always call in sick the next day.
It's very true. That's great advice right there. I appreciate that.
But we have to look out for them. Don't worry about having to stay up late. You can always call in sick. Just make sure you do up your voice a tiny bit.
Yeah, cough while you're talking.
Yeah, it's really easy to get a cold, even though it's summer.
Actually, if you need acting advice when you're going to be calling in sick, then I will help you out, because I hope you guys noticed how well we were acting in that clip.
Those are brilliant. Obviously, it reminded me of the Fragment Masters ads you guys did, and those were hilarious as well. I just love Sumler's reaction. There's a green one?
Dude, that was a lot of hard work and dedication. I had to think about it for days.
I mean, I think you two could go for the EGOT right about now. We're talking Emmy, Oscar, Grammy, and Tony.
The hard part.
What's stopping you?
The hard part was getting Semler not to laugh when I was out there with my sunglasses on. Oh man,
that wasn't easy.
We had a lot of fun.
You actually got a throne as well.
Yeah, Caseking take this stuff very seriously. So they flew us all the way down to Berlin to shoot this for 2 days and also to watch football and have fun with them. But they had a throne and they had a video crew and they had everything lined up. So yeah, they're really excited about doing this, and we're super excited to be doing this with them as well. It feels very different being able to go out and bring actual content back to all of you guys watching, instead of just casting the other tournaments that we do. We're still proud of doing that, but this is it's a bit of a special moment, I think, for all of us here. But now, guys, we're ready with it. Titan versus Na'Vi. Best of 3 game just starting now.
This is it. We're on the road, our second semifinal here to determine who's going to go on to face off against LDLC in the finals. But for now, it is the knife round. We get to see who's going to get the start on the CT side, the defensive side, or on the T side, the offense. And so far, there's been like 2 swipes. They're playing really passively here.
Okay, well, now it unfolds. I was just about to say they're slowly sort of picking away at each other, but then they just go ham.
No mercy. All right, now we get to see who. So it's going to be Titan staying on the CT side, counter terrorists here. And now I'm really curious because I don't feel like we've had the opportunity to see Titan play Mirage that much.
We really don't. But I think the reason why we're seeing it is because this is Navi's pick.
Yes, and Na'Vi is an incredible team on this map. I really don't think Titans is going to be able to win on this map. But then the second map out is actually going to be Cash, and then Dust2 to finish it off. So it
Cash is Titans.
It could be very interesting, right? This is some strange stuff coming out, but beating Na'Vi on this map is that's a very, very hard task to accomplish for any team in the world.
Oh yeah, I think you could probably, or you could safely say that Na'Vi are probably the top 3 teams on Mirage worldwide. I think
I could go with that.
Yeah, I think that's fairly safe to say.
I'd say
They're
even
just that
top
good.
2.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch at all. And as we said, we haven't really seen Titan play Mirage that much. I mean, obviously we've seen their comments on the map, and they're not that big of a fan of it. And who knows? But obviously they still practice it, so it's not like this is going to be a wash for Na'Vi, but it's going to be really tough for Titan.
Oh, no doubt. Good smokes coming up from Na'Vi early on. Existence does get to spot a couple of people, and one of them down in shadow. That's Zeus, and long-range headshot. It's Edward. Shuts down the Belgian in-game leader. Scream caught reloading. Not the ideal situation. And finally, NBK will come up with a kill, but it might be too little too late. The bomb was already planted, and Na'Vi have some really good post-plant positions coming out right here. Great Molotov in the back, but they still kill Zeus, who's up close, and actually that does nothing to Seize. Oh, not looking good for Titan right now.
It is not, especially since Seize does manage to catch NBK finally over on Electric. It's going to be Smiths coming up from CT spawn. No Kevlar for him. Minimal chances of survival. Although that's the parting shot on Seize. That was nice.
Okay. Smiths looked like a robot. He was aiming everywhere. Just over towards connector and, you know, inside the bomb site. And he did eventually get one shot off. But I don't know. Na'Vi, they played it really well. And Titan didn't have very good positions to deal with that kind of push.
Yeah, it was really cool to see, actually, because oftentimes you will see maybe one person on the T side pick up a nade, or pick up nades in the pistol. This time we saw just a full-on smoke tactic from Na'Vi. That's really hard to hold off, and especially when Edward gets that entry frag onto the Titan player in jungle. It kind of just opens everything up.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. The fact that Existence couldn't live longer to delay the push through.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just Edward with the Glock. It's you need to double tap too to get a headshot at that range with the Glock, and he somehow makes it happen.
Yeah. The interesting thing in this round, of course, apart from the amount of deagles being bought, which is obviously a result of the latest patch, although they haven't really done anything with them, is the scout on NBK that he's taken to jump over at the B bomb site, and that's also a result of the price change to that weapon. Unfortunately, he's making a lot of noise, and Seized is going to be able to hear this down in the underpass. So NBK, not as sneaky as he believes right now, and actually they should know exactly where he is. Already taking a body shot, and he might just be throwing this money away. Not that that's the end of the world, but it's a little bit of a shame that he doesn't get to show us what he could do with it.
Oh, he's put the shot on Guardian. He did land one shot at least, but now they know exactly where he is. They're boxing him in. There's no real hope for NBK to live through this. He's down to 6 HP. He gets the shot onto Seized. He's still managing to get 1 kill, so there it is. If he can just land another one, and there you go. 2 kills for NBK.
Wow.
Can he get a third? No, it's not going to happen. Starix will shut him down.
He could have almost sat in the chair when he died like that. That would have been the perfect ending. But you're right, 2 kills that sort of turns it from being a completely wasted round to being, halfway decent round.
Yeah, it's kind of your standard eco result, so you're happy with it. You're fine with it if you're Titan.
We'll see. Obviously, MBK and the rest of the squad, without much of anything this time, they got CSET 75s, and that's about it. Good flash into the middle, trying to see if they can run up here and catch somebody off guard, but in fact they forget to check the corner, and Guardian is hiding there. Has already picked up an AK, not going to be saving for an AWP, even though that's obviously his weapon of choice, and they do some good damage again here. Titan really, they're taking some rifles away from Na'Vi.
They're controlling Navi's money. That's the most important part here. That's the important thing that Titan are looking to do, is just get a couple kills in, 2, 3 kills, really force Na'Vi to spend money in the following round, so that down the line, if Titan actually managed to pick up a round of their own, Na'Vi will be hard-pressed to get a full buy. That's the big thing. But Starix has still got an AWP, or he's got enough money to drop an AWP for Guardian. So there's an AWP on Kenny S as well. But on his side, it's a glass cannon AWP. So we have to see if Kenny's going to come out ahead versus Guardian. This is a sick duel right here. We're talking like the 2 examples of opping in CSGO. The 2 go-to names are Kenny S and Guardian. And they're facing each other now on Mirage.
And see what Kenny just did. A very cool little thing. He tried to just basically chest bump that smoke grenade out of window. He actually tried to block the smoke, which would have been just an incredible detail. I think I've seen that once before from Markelov and a few other Russian players, but that was pretty incredible.
Well, for now, it's just smokes everywhere. Titan using up everything, and Existence pushing into T-spawn, picks off Seized. That's the bomb down as well now. Existence would have spotted that, or no, it was dropped around the corner before. There's still a man up in apartments that's going to be Guardian with that AWP. Is anybody going to come confront him? Otherwise, he's going to be looking towards his teammate Starix, who's already pushed up into connector.
And Edward is all the way over at the whorehouse here, so they're absolutely everywhere at the moment, and they're going to pick off Smiths now. Existence caught in a weird trap here. He's going to need help from Kenny, but Kenny has an AWP. It's not really ideal. Zeus takes him down, and Na'Vi coming back into this round. Edward from behind. I mean, this is actually a very intricate strat coming out from Na'Vi. Very well thought out, I'd say. Kenny and MBK, though, are still alive, and they're not quite done yet.
Well, there it is, the good flash. Edward gets MBK, despite the fact that MBK chucked that flash. And now Kenny S with that AWP, 1v3 on the A site, gets the first one, drops the bomb carrier, but he gets, I mean, perfectly timed by Starix to take the peek there and punish Kenny S.
So, I mean, this is actually something we don't see very often, but it's kind of cool, I would say. What they've basically done that round, Na'Vi, is they've put people in, in forward positions across the map, and then they just wait and count on Titan to basically do the work for them. Rotate around, see if they can spot anyone. When they do, then there's an Na'Vi member in a corner you wouldn't expect. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty much what happened, and that's kind of what teams hope to do when they force rotations, and you see people hanging back. That's to catch people.
They actually had a good start to that round. They could have potentially taken it, but now it's not so easy anymore.
No, it certainly isn't. And what's worrying for Titan now at this point is that they're on a pistol. They have to eco now. They just don't have the money for a buy. And Na'Vi are about to get a perfect start on their T side. If they can get 5 rounds going at the beginning of the half, Na'Vi are a team, on Mirage in particular, who are absolutely capable of just running away with this game at this point.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that. And 4 rounds is a pretty good start to a landslide, but it can still be stopped here, so we'll see if Titan can pick up in the next round. This round, they've already lost the A bomb site, and they only have pistols to try and retake it with, so that's very difficult. There was some attempt at a cool deagle play coming out, but it didn't really happen, and Smith's actually long range with the C-Set 75 is going to pick up the first kill of the round for Titan. Now, they're not even putting down the bomb here, and they are just going for the kills, and they trade at the end. NBK for Seized. Interesting.
But right
No
now,
fear.
Na'Vi, Na'Vi getting up to a great start, and obviously they're being on the less favored side as well. So I don't think they could have dreamed for a better start at this point. But who knows? Kenny has picked up an op. This time he does have armor and whatnot, so we might see some more aggressive plays coming out from Kenny.
He is in the middle looking up, but Guardian is all the way over at the B-bomb side, and if anybody jumps here, Guardian is a world champion at these kind of flick shots. The smoke will obviously prevent him from doing it. He's not Flusher, so, he doesn't just shoot through smoke and get kills. So that's going to be it. A little bit of an aggression early on, but then Smiths actually follows up with a kind of aggressive push here. That's cool.
Existence and Scream playing fairly aggressively over on the A side as well. Again, Existence pushing, or at least getting eyes on T-Spawn from Pit. So really hoping that somebody from Na'Vi is going to walk around there. If Existence can just hold for a while longer, it would be very interesting to see if Na'Vi decide to rotate back. But the bomb just got caught by Smiths and B Apartments. Now that's a big play. Guardian with the AWP now looking to get the punish.
Yeah, and actually Guardian missed the first kill, which caused Cease to die in the first place. Would have thought that he would have had him. Smiths awkwardly jumping back. That looked like a big mistake on his part, and that got him killed. MBK with the return, though, so it's not all bad, and he's still guarding this bomb site. The bomb is here as well. He's going to go for Edward and very nearly take him down. Solid play coming out, but oh, he jumps once, and Guardian, I did warn you, he's very good at those flick shots. Star is going to take down Kenny in the middle, and that's the A bomb site. Well, the B bomb site, sorry, only defended by Scream at the moment in a 1-on-2. He peeks out just at the right time, does eat a grenade, and brings him down to 20. Oh, no! He almost burned to death on 1 HP, but Guardian going to get him with a pistol. Now down to Existence, the in-game leader here.
Yeah, in-game leader coming up on Cat, which is, I mean, it looks like Na'Vi already waiting for this as red as well. It's not looking likely. Guardian almost casually looks towards short. He saw Existence coming from a mile away, gets the op shot, and that was what for Guardian that round with the AWP. One of them just disgusting on Smiths. It seems like Guardian is here. Now we have to see if Kenny S is around.
Yeah, even though Guardian picked up a lot of important frags, I think the most important frag of them all was, again, Starix. He's just constantly being a nuisance to Titan. He's constantly sneaking into awkward positions that no Titan player expects him to be in. And he picked off Kenny S, and that kind of opened up the B-bomb site.
Yeah. And now they, you know, again, Titan just off to a very bad start here. Going to get shut down immediately. In spite of the fact that there was a flash coming out there, C's just didn't care. Kenny's there to pick it up, so they don't completely let go of it. And that's, you know, just basic Counter-Strike here. If you can get the return frag, you know, you're on your way to something. I think the worst failures we've seen from teams is usually when they get just no return frags at all. So at least Titan are doing that, and now they're even a man up.
Well, that's what it's all about, right? When you're on the CT side, T side doesn't matter. You're always looking for the refrag. And that's definitely clean play there. Now at least Titan have a man advantage going into this. The bomb is still dropped all the way back in T-spawn for Na'Vi, so they're going to have to send somebody running over there to pick it up. It will be Starix who's going to get it eventually. But then Na'Vi are kind of just sitting around in mid, still trying to make up their minds as to where they want to go, it seems. It is going to be the B side after all, with the bomb going into B apartments. They do have 2 mollies and a smoke, so they do have some nades to use.
I think the last round should have maybe been Titans. This one definitely should be. Good shot coming out from MBK, but he gets returned on at a much higher rate from Edward. Instant headshot from the AK. Kenny now defending. He goes down, and they're letting it slip. This was a 4-on-3, now turned into a 2-on-3 in favor of Na'Vi. Flashbangs rain out, and they're jumping into each other. The bomb is down, and this is going to be a tough retake now. Existence gets forced back once again, and this is just not working out at all.
They're getting brushed. Starix. I mean,
Starix and Edward, that shot Edward had on MBK was just not unreal. And obviously Guardian following up with that op shot as well doesn't hurt. But yeah, Na'Vi are just they're just landing pretty insane shots right now, and it's messing up everything for Titan. But I guess the one thing going in the favor of Titan, or the one thing that Titan are doing right, is the fact that they recognize the fact that Na'Vi are slow-paced teams. So they're oftentimes during buy rounds actively pushing aggressive out to sides. We've seen Existence and Scream push down A pit and whatnot, and Kenny S pushing into underpass and whatnot, and all those sorts of things. And I think that's the right way to play versus Na'Vi.
Zeus does go down in there with the apartment, so something is happening, but obviously that doesn't really help them all that much. And this is already very late in the first half, considering it's about to be 8-0 in favor of Na'Vi. That's a score that's kind of hard already to come back from. Even if Titan were to win the next 7 rounds in a row, we'd still be calling it a good half for Na'Vi. I mean, I don't even know what. I mean, the answer for Existence here is an auto sniper, it seems.
Yeah, that warms the cockles in my heart. The Existence with the Scar 20. We haven't seen that in far too long. But now it's the question of where he decides to set up with it. And he is going to be, you know, just taking over that CT spawn area, leaving Scream to be looking towards connector, with Kenny S supporting down mid from window.
I like this position from Smith. Is he going to get some backup from MBK? No, he won't, and he's just going to go down. So, you know, it felt like a good position for me, but CC saw that coming. Didn't even care. Starix going to take down Existence with the auto sniper, and actually that's Starix with an AWP as well. So 5-on-3 already. This is turning into something of a slaughter right now.
Wait, did Starix just buy that extra AWP?
He must have.
Yeah.
He has an AK
extra
as well.
AWP. Yeah, exactly. He's juggling them now?
Yeah, and Scream is... Oh, good timing from Scream. So that's going to take Starix down, but the middle of the map, well, actually, he's controlling the bomb, Scream. All you have to do is find these 4 people that are coming, and you'll be cool.
No problem.
Hey, it's Scream, the headshot master. Now we have to see it. Is he going to get them?
Gets 1, gets 2. Oh! Oh, if he had the M4A4 instead of the M4A1, I want to believe he would have taken down Edward as well. Stunning, but he opens it up for Kenny to win this round. And Kenny's in a he doesn't have a lot of time to take this shot. It's going to be a quick reaction shot, but Kenny can do that.
They need a smoke down on CPL. It's a smoke on CPL or smoke on CT. They have to make the choice here, but if they walk past Kenny, he misses the shot.
Wow.
Oh no, Kenny, that's a shot that he needs to hit.
And not done yet, but now it's a lot more tricky. He's going to go for it. Takes down Edward. Still, Sue's hiding up towards Tetris, and Kenny not really aware. He's going to be looking there. He's thinking maybe he is, but he's falling down just as he's about to check. And grenade won't kill Sue's unless it hits perfectly. Nowhere near enough damage there. Kenny jumps and still gets the kill. He doesn't have a kit, but there is enough time for him to defuse here, so very nicely done. Even missing the first shot, he has it in the bag.
And then there's Kenny.
Then there's Kenny. Yeah, I still think the true frag Scream picked up in spawn was really
Yeah.
really what made the round possible for Titan at all. That was just a crazy display of how to control your M4.
Yeah, definitely was. I think, are you really close to your microphone right now, Ben?
Yeah.
Alright, try and see if you can just move back a little bit, just like 2 centimeters, because sometimes I'm getting a little bit static somehow. Oh, Sue's picking up some early kills up in the apartments, but it is returned on. Actually, that was a triple apartments push coming out from Titan. That's like a 1-up from what LGB used to do, isn't it?
It's not often you see that, right? I mean, that's an LGB thing. We saw Fnatic doing it a little bit earlier with Pronax, but Pronax was just going alone. Titan were like, no. You do it with 1, we do it with 3. And then Existence gets another kill on top of that.
And then Smokes off, goes to shoot through, and they are just feeding themselves to him up here. So as long as he can control the apartments, the A push is going to be really tough for Na'Vi, and they kind of know that. If they go B, on the other hand, there's 2 or even maybe 3 people holding. So a nice start for Titan. The beginning of something here.
I'm just hearing Existence be like, no, this is my house. Like, oh, y'all not coming in. I don't know. He's sitting in a house right now, and it's his. That's what I heard.
Exactly. Just controlling it. Like, he should have a shotgun if he's defending a house like that. Get off my porch.
Titan are still pretty spread out here, so this is definitely... There's still opportunity for Na'Vi to get in on this bomb site.
Yeah. Oh, Scream does take a good kill on Ceased. Now down to just 2 people, Guardian and Edward left. And they're actually going to smoke off Existence, which is a fairly intelligent move. Can they at least get the bomb down? That would be a bit of a bonus for them. But Scream is not going to let them. They rush through the smoke and going to take down the bomb carrier. Now it's just down to Edward. And he's trapped in Get Right. 8 seconds left. And they'll take him down. Scream with another triple. Now top fragging on his team with 8 kills together with MBK. And it's 8-2 for the overall score.
And once again, we see Titan having pretty good success, actually, with pushing aggressively. And I think that's what they need to continue to do. Na'Vi is a slow-paced teams. They're not going to get into those crucial intersections of the map before you, due to their playstyle. So you can take advantage of that and gain information at worst from what Na'Vi are doing. So I like that. Look at what Scream's doing right now. I like this play.
Yep, oh... That should have probably been a kill on Seized, because he was setting up with a grenade in hand. So Scream's going to be a little bit sad that he didn't get to pick up that kill, because I absolutely agree, Vendetta. That was a cool idea.
That's exactly what has to happen there. I mean, look, we couldn't have had a clearer picture. Push Na'Vi, and you catch them with nades in their hands. I mean, that just comes down to Scream not quite managing to pull it off there.
Yeah, and in any kind of situation, you have to line your shots for something to work. You can have the most brilliant strategy, but if you're not able to kill your opponents, then it's not going to do you any good.
They're going to go for it again. Look at this. Flash comes in, and then it's Existence' turn to try and see if he can take down 1. He will drop Scream, and then the follow-up flash actually going to blind him, but at least they get the return. The big question is now, is NBK going to be able to hold down the B bomb site? Because right now, Starix is just a distraction to keep everyone over here.
Well, he's kept off Existence. I mean, this is... Existence calls that he's seen 1.
They're waiting. He sees them. There's the 1, 2. He's looking for the 3rd one. Spraying through the wall. Still got 2 bullets left, and he's going to use them now with the knife. They missed the shot. Out with a pistol, and NBK picks up 3 kills and saves Titan. They do no damage to him at all. Brilliant defense.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. There's just no time left for Starix to do anything here. He's got an AK, but that is it. He's just going to be able to actually live through this round, and that's fairly important here. The fact that, he doesn't really have anything else to do. There's no point in him running, and Titan have now picked up 3 AWPs.
What?
They have 3 AWPs.
I love it. 1 is going to be the B bomb site, because it's actually really hard to defend B without an AWP. Just a lot of teams try and do something else, but it is much easier with an AWP than 1 for mid and 1 for A. The map...
Yeah, but this doesn't go towards what we've been saying Titan need to be doing. Like, an AWP doesn't, unless you're Kenny S, right?
That's true.
Doesn't promote running around and, shooting your opponents in the face before they can set up, right?
It's also going to make your retakes really hard unless you can pick up another weapon.
Oh, they get the first kill. They still push aggressively here, but we'll see. I think right now Titan are playing not to try and retake anything. They just want to see if they can win it. And Smith's not with an AWP, but the CSET 75 going to take down 1. Kenny misses the shot and goes down, but the quick return coming out. And it's going to be just a Guardian and Seuss left here.
3 AWPs. I'm still looking for the kill with an actual AWP.
We're not going to see one. Zeus will take down one, and Scream misses a shot here. It's a 1-on-3, and they still have 2 of the orbs alive. We'll see if they can come up with that, or if they're going to lose another one. Zeus charging in. Will take down Scream. He's got to be careful with that wood panel. You can now shoot through it. He's going to go for it, but MBK survives on 19 HP. So there it is, 8-4.
Nope.
And not a single up kill.
Not a single up kill was had. A CZ, a Deagle, and 2 M4s. What? Okay. Well, still, that's regardless. That's
And
Titan with the round.
Yeah, I like what Titan did because even though they had 3 ops, the 2 people who didn't have ops continued to play aggressively, which was Scream and Existence, and that got them off to a great start that round. And I think that was crucial for them.
And then they pick up an auto sniper instead. So they're listening to what we're saying. They're saying, all right, European casters going to be, you know, angry about the AWP. We'll just go for an auto sniper.
Well, they can kind of run around and spray with an auto sniper. It's not that bad.
Yeah, first body shot, second one, it just rains hell right through the smoke, and then MBK there to pick up some easy eco-frags coming out here. Gonna pad his stats a little bit. Kenny's gonna be trapped from behind and actually does an incredibly fast 180, but doesn't hit the no-scope. Edward is gonna go down as the last man alive, and they get to save all the most expensive rifles. NBK now top fragging, outdoing Zeus on the other team. 15-1-9 for Nathan.
Mr. Schmidt. It's Mr. Anderson. I mean, this is still Titan with a very long road ahead of them. They need to actually just get the final 2 rounds in this half. That's pretty much it. There's no discussion, no if, and, or buts. I think they need to get it to 8-7. And then from there, look towards the T half. So the pressure is not letting up at all here on Titan. I do really like this play, though. Look at the screen pushed all the way up to the top of mid. But for the one time he decides not to push a pit, all of Na'Vi are there.
Oh, yeah. Kenny misses a shot, but he spots a lot of people. Still great information. If they're going to come out of the smoke, that might still be a problem here for Na'Vi, and they're sort of hesitating a lot right now, and that's not the right spot to do it. Sick no-scope coming out from Kenny. Takes down Seized, and he's looking for a little bit more. He knows there's someone in that smoke. He's going to take them down. Kenny, I mean, this is the strength of having him on your team. He's so good at it. Those 2 kills were so clever. I mean, the first one was just raw talent, but the second one was some really skilled play there.
Yeah, it was just a great hold from Titan in general. And again, I like the fact that they're playing aggressive, like Simula pointed out. It's just a great way to obtain information. Even though they kind of missed on their gamble as to where they wanted to go aggressive, they still get pretty decent information, and they're really close to make a rotation when something goes down on the A bomb site.
They're going for it again. Scream taking point.
How is this going to unfold? Na'Vi are really, they're really low on money, and the auto sniper down. The underpass is going to take one down. Edward at the top of mid is going to go down to Kenny. Whatever it is that changed when we got to the 9th round, Titan have really figured out how to defend against Na'Vi in the space of just one single half here. So that's a really cool adjustment for the French team, and see if they can keep it up. Right now they have a 2-man lead, and Na'Vi haven't got a round for the last 6 rounds.
No, exactly. It's crazy. They're going to split the half evenly if Titan managed to pick up this last one here, and it's looking likely. Although Guardian has something to say about that with the AK. Manages to come back, but Existence gets a shot with the Scar 20, and they spot out where Starix is. They now know, Titan. They just can't feed themselves to them one at a time. Don't have a Taz moment.
Yeah, that's a really bad idea, but the time left is also working heavily against Starix here, so they can just wait, and they will. Smith's going to pick up that one, and then Starix caught lounging right at the edge of the platform. 7-8. Look at the graph. Or actually, the graph is messing up a little bit, I think. But that's 8 rounds. 8 rounds in a row for Na'Vi, and then 7 in a row for Titan. Quite a spectacular turn of events.
It really is, and I think Titan did the right thing for most of the game. It's just that Na'Vi had those moments where they hit pretty sick shots, like the B push they had at the beginning of the game, where Edward just removes MBK from the face of the earth, that type of thing, and you can't really account for that. So Titan have been playing the right way all the way, I'd say.
I mean, it seems like it. If they win this pistol round, who knows what will happen? I mean, I think Na'Vi must be feeling a little bit strange. I did say, you know, even if they come up with 8 rounds in the first half, they're still going to be having a good half, but losing 7 rounds like that is still a little bit crazy.
Yeah, at the same time, you have to remind yourself, like, okay, we got 8 rounds, guys. Like, we still have a lead switching over to the CT side. This can't be thrown away lightly. So right now, Na'Vi They just need to lock it down, play patient, and just land the shots that they need to here.
Yeah, Starix goes down, though. It's a good start for Titan. Guardian spot a couple of people coming up through the underpass, and looks like it's going to be actually a push up through connector with Guardian waiting right here and down through the smoke. Zeus is trying to see if he can get a kill, but time is running out for Titan. They need to make a move right here. 40 seconds left. They don't want to get, they don't want to end up running out of time, basically.
All right, well, there's a good opening kill onto Zeus. That clears out CT. They know there's a man waiting in CPL as well. The firefight from Smiths. But in the meantime, Existence, he's actually going to change it up. He's planning full on for Courtyard. Great plant for Titan. That's going to give them some real options going forward here on the defense.
Na'Vi in a very tight spot right now. Seized and Edward are left. The bomb is down, and Titan are in great positions. They can basically only go through CT spawn right now if they have any chance of living. And when they do, MBK is going to spot them. And actually takes the battle, which is a little bit silly. He could have just waited and let them try and come in. They would have been even worse off. But there's so little time left now, it almost doesn't matter. Edward trying to see if he can do it. Burst fire to the face, and he goes down. And Seized, well, no chance for him anymore. There's not enough time left for him to win the round. And he is going to explode with the bomb.
Terrorists win. They all do, in fact. So nicely, still actually a pretty decent round, all things considered. I mean, it's the pistol, so it doesn't really matter too much. But any little bit of money saved is nice. See, he's asking what what the HP was, but that's the start that Titan needed, right? And we don't see them messing around either. No SMGs, just straight up rifles across the board for them. And Kenny S, Ven, you feeling all right seeing that?
I really don't. I guess he does have a CZ at least, so that kind of counts as an AK. Doesn't it?
Almost.
He's meeting you halfway, man.
It's meeting me halfway, but yeah, I'm getting slight ticks here.
That equalizes, that ties the game at 8-8 here in the second half. First map still in this best of 3. You're just on time if you're joining us. Welcome to the show. It's the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn. Remember to click the link at the bottom of the stream where you can participate in the raffle. All you have to do is go and like the Facebook page and you'll be eligible for the rest of the tournament, pretty much. Edward with a great 1D to take down Scream, and they've also lost Kenny, so things looking a little bit tricky here for Titan at the beginning of the 17th round.
Yeah, it's been a pretty damn good exchange of kills here. Na'Vi really coming out ahead. NBK does manage to find Starix, though, brings it back to a 3-on-3, but Titan are well within lethal range here of these pistols. Na'Vi, if they manage to catch Titan in a vice, it's going to end really poorly here for the French-Belgian mix. And there's Guardian. He doesn't get the kill, though. NBK lives with 4 HP.
But that is still terrifying because there is a grenade on Seized. So the fact that they're so low means even if Guardian goes down here, Seized just has to wait for a plant, and then it's going to be almost 100% guaranteed kill with a grenade. Edward goes down. Nice shot. There's Guardian with one more, and Existence is left. And there is that infamous grenade that I was talking about. Seized ran all the way from the B-bomb site, just having that moment in mind. 9-8 is what we're looking at.
Yeah, and I bet Kenneth is super happy about not being able to buy up and up now. Like... Great, no, honestly, like, seriously, now he's sitting at 2.9. That's the most useless 2.9k I've ever seen. It really is.
What does he do with that?
It definitely is not exactly ideal at this point, and they couldn't, I mean, after having won a pistol round, which was really, really great from them, that put them at 8 rounds in a row. They kind of did drop the ball a little bit here. And Seized and Edward not looking to do the same. 5-7 is a fine weapon to defend with, and Guardian also showing up. Scream is going to be alone, and they're trying to get the jump shot off, which he got punished for. Instant karma for being that brave. Yeah. What do we say at this point? 10-8. I have no idea how to predict this game. It seems like both teams are capable of winning rounds whenever they feel like it.
That's the thing, really. But I feel like this actually hurts Titan a whole lot more. Na'Vi are they feel much more collected to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when I watch Titans play, I feel like they really do need to get a strong start in the half to be able to get that win. Because if it's rough. Right now, where they are, I don't feel like they're the kind of team that can come back from a rough time. So I hope that they prove me wrong. But that's how it feels right now. It feels like Na'Vi winning the second round in the second half that Titan couldn't afford to give up a single round on. That's not going to help Titan at all.
Oh, Edward shutting down Scream, utterly, completely destroyed in that in that ladder room, and now Guardian looking right at the edge of the smoke here. But actually, there was a post, I think, on HLTV.org I saw yesterday where somebody very angry because he had lost his skins pointed out that, you know, it seems like Titan, as soon as they lose a round, they don't really come back very easily from it. So we'll see.
They don't.
Yeah, maybe it's like a mental thing.
But this has been something, I mean, DreamHack Summer, same story. Like, it's been something that they've been dealing with for ages now. Ages. And they have, you know, the switch for Kenny S, we're still waiting to see that really pay off. I think that's the thing here. So Titan have to wake up. Titan really do need to wake up, or we need to see just Kenny S start demolishing people, because we know now for a fact that Titan relies so heavily on Kenny S to get work done. I actually tweeted the interview today, the one that I mentioned several times now on stream, where Kenny, you know, they talk, the whole Titan talk about their new strategy around this map, and it's all based around map control and Kenny S, map control and Kenny S. And if Kenny S is sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard as he is now, that's not going to help Titan.
No, 10 frags is definitely not quite enough at this point. They need more from the star player, and or one of their star players anyway. 11-8, and it's a 3-round lead for Na'Vi, and Titan are back on ecoing again, so their economy this second half has been very strange. And that's what happens when you lose the pistol, or when win the pistol round and lose the next 10 rounds. C's doing work, gonna get a quad kill, and Titan doing almost nothing this round. They scratch his Kevlar vest a little bit. He's gonna have to get that stitched up, but that's about it.
It's gonna get a buffed, you know. It's like, okay, well, now we have to see where Titan decide to take this, and I would love to see them just go for like a standard A, like smoke round or something, or a B smoke round, but something that involves maybe like coming back to their roots a little bit.
But I'm so surprised because even now, Kenny S could afford to get an op, and he didn't. So if he's not buying an op on this map, then yeah, no.
You sound almost...
Yeah, I'm
despondent, despaired. Like, these are words that come to mind.
Here, yeah.
I mean, it's true. You're right. I mean, Mirage is an op map. Like, you see that. Look at Guardian. I mean, he's just destroying people left and right this entire game. So why does Kenny S, his counterpart, not have one?
Why does Scream not get that kill? There are a lot of questions, and we have no answers for you guys. This is... Unfortunately, it seems like this is the mentality we've seen from Titan a couple of times in the past. You guys mentioned DreamHack and some of the other events, but also just some of the online games here. That once things go downhill, they just, you know, they just fall completely off the cliff. There's just, it's not like, you know, they're just, you know, on the edge. They just crumble.
Right.
Yeah, it's a downward spiral, and those type of things are hard to get out of, regardless of how good you are. Because we know that Titan aren't playing up to their potential, but it's not as easy as saying, well, guys, play better. It's not that easy, but...
No, it certainly isn't.
Hopefully they'll get, you know, their stuff sorted for, hopefully, the next map.
But that's the thing. The next map, or, you know, talking future-wise, Gamescom, it's just a month away.
Yeah.
And before that, G3 at the end of the month. So they really do need to put some work in.
Well, if we have to say something positive about Titan right here, we can at least say that this is Navi's map pick, and I would still rate Navi as being the best team in the world at this map. I think Virtus Pro on a good day could beat Navi on this map, but if, you know, but failing that, I do think Navi is going to take them, you know, 9 times, well, they're going to take the majority of the rounds, basically, on this map. So Titan, you know, they still have cash to play on. It is a best-of-3 format that we have going on here. So it is not the end of the world, but obviously... The whole reason we're talking like this is because right now it is a 6-round lead for the CIS team, and I'm not so sure if it's going to be Titan making a comeback this time around.
Well, they have to get started now. It's now or never, because they've spent pretty much every penny they have, and they finally kitted Kenny S out with an op. So that's a start, and well, I guess we'll just have to see.
Seized takes out Kenny.
It is really short-lived, and that's why I said... It's so much better to have an AWP at that B bomb site. It is just so effective compared to an M4 where you have to hold some very peculiar angles and you can get caught off, but still, Titan are making this happen a little bit, actually. We're back into a 3-on-3 and they have plenty of time and plenty of health, whereas Guardian is kind of low.
Yeah, Guardian is fairly low, no thanks to his teammate who shot him in the back of the head. But now it's going to be Na'Vi. I mean, they've got 2 guys holding solid on this A site already.
Does Guardian know?
Wait.
Does Guardian know?
Does Guardian know that Smiths is here?
He knows all.
Wow!
That's unreal.
Okay, then. I don't have an answer.
Finishes it off with a bit of a similar nade. It's all good.
Hey, style points.
Definitely.
The great thing here is that it's a 2-on-3, and actually they're going to say, NBK, just stay alive, get some kills, and he doesn't. But if he had, Existence could have put the bomb down, and it would have been spectacular. He's still going to get the bomb plant.
Yeah, if he's fast about it, he could still get a bomb plant. And who knows, depending on how confident Navi are feeling about this, he could potentially make this into a 2v1 and perhaps a 1v1.
Seized misses a shot there. Existence doing a little bit more damage, but still more than half HP. And the time here is what's really killing it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and Guardian just comes in and shuts it down. 15-8, map point in favor of Navi.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's going to be cash because you're right. Actually, Anders, bringing up the fact that Mirage is Navi's pick, and they are definitely one of the best teams in the world on it. Titan are very good on cash, so that's going to be interesting to see if Titan, they can regain some of the confidence here on the second map, because right now it's definitely looking like Navi are fired up. At this point, Navi just kind of pushing all over the place. It seems they've got a man down in the pushing aggressively on short. Is that Edward?
Yep, they are moving up quite a bit. Guardian misses that grenade. It's a good idea, but doesn't. Turns around, and he even makes it out. That was some really, almost a little bit of a wizardry play coming out there from him. Poof in the smoke, gets 2 kills, then escapes while he's giggling to himself. Scream and NBK is going to go down, and I don't know what to say. A complete reckoning here from Navi. They just take how many rounds in a row at the end? Another
I think
8?
that was every single round,
yeah.
Barring the pistol. After the pistol, they won 8 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened. It was 8 rounds in a row for Titan, counting the pistol around the second half, and then 8 rounds in a row for Navi. What a strange...